Hello governors and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking two different tier lists. The first one is on all the Eeveelutions based on my opinion. The second one is on what type should get an Eeveelution and shouldn't. Now, when I'm going to be ranking this, I'm going to rank on both design and how well it does in battle. I'm a person who loves competitive battling, so if it's not up to your standards, I'm sorry. But this is my opinion. You can tell me your opinions in the comments below if you want to. Anyway, let's begin. First, we have Eevee. Now, Eevee is a pretty standard Pokemon. It's not too flashy, but it's not too simple. It's fairly likable. It's a cute little dog, I think. Is it a dog? I don't know. I'll just have to check later on. But anyway, I like Eevee's design, but since it's not too, all over the top, and the fact that it's not particularly strong in battle because it's still unevolved, I'll put it in B tier. It's simple enough, but not too crazy. Vaporeon. Disregarding the memes, I will not be talking about that. However, as a Pokemon, its design is pretty good, and as a defensive mon, it does pretty well. It's got high HP stat, it's got fairly good defensive move pool. It's good, so I'll give it a B tier as well, but above Eevee. Flareon. I do not like this Pokemon at all. Physical fire types are only good if they have a wider range of physical fire type attacks. It doesn't. It's not very good, and also it's very slow and very frail, so it dies very quickly. And they thought, maybe give it Guts as a hidden ability to make it better. It didn't really do much, consider the fact that you have to use Toxic Orb instead of Flame Orb because you can't burn it. It's not really much of a boost, so F. Hate that Pokemon. Jolteon, I really like Jolteon. It's actually very good and competitive, especially when it gets the ability Quick Feet, where it becomes faster when it's, I think a status ailment besides Frozen and Sleep. Yeah, that's it. And overall, very good Pokemon, and used to be broken in Gen 1 because speed-based critical hits back then, so using Pin Missile, each hit was a critical hit. Very powerful. I'll give it solid S tier. Espeon. I really like this Pokemon. Very strong, very good offensively, and special attacks because are very strong and competitive, since it doesn't really have anything to counter it that much like physical attackers does with Intimidate and other stuff. So, really good Pokemon. I would give this an A tier though, because the design is good, but it's not to my taste. I think the shiny looks better, even though it's green, but it's a good green shiny. This goes immediate S tier because Umbreon is my favorite of them all because I like to play defensively a lot in competitive, and Umbreon is the best defensive tank out of any of these Pokemon. It's really, really, really strong in the defensive type. In fact, one of my personal favorite things to do is to use Curse to boost its defense and attack so it can live longer, and use Payback as its main attack because it does a lot of damage. Well, not really a lot, but enough to be able to knock out Pokemon. Leafeon, I'll be honest, I love Leafeon a lot. Leafeon's one of my favorite grass types in Pokemon, but not in the top 10 probably, but I really like it, but I wish it was more buffed. Physical grass types aren't that great, but at least it does get some good moves. It's just that back in Gen 4, level 70 to get Leaf Blade, not very good. Luckily they fixed that. But I would give this I'd give this a B tier as well. I'm sorry. Normally, if I was younger, I'd probably put it up to A at least, but as soon as I started playing more competitive, it's kind of shot down to B. Glaceon, immediate F. Ice type is one of the worst types in the game, and Glaceon doesn't do much. I'm sure there's probably going to be a bunch of people who are going to be like, but Glaceon is an amazing looking Pokemon. I don't particularly like its design. And I apologize for that weird voice. Anyway, that's an F. Sylveon, one of the best competitive Eeveelutions overall. Not compared to Jolteon. Jolteon's way better, but I would give this an A tier because I like it, but I don't particularly like its design as it is. I prefer its shiny design, where it's blue and pink. Looks really nice. Other than that, it's really good Pokemon in competitive, especially when it had its hidden ability Pixelate, even though it got nerfed like a while ago, but still good overall. So that's my list. Nothing in C or D tier, because, like, I haven't seen an Eeveelution that's, like, to that level. But anyway, let's move on to the types tier. I'll just quickly switch right now. And we're here. Now, as you can see, I already made my own tier right at the bottom called Already On. Get it? Because all the Eeveelutions end with Eon. So I made all the types that already had an Eeveelution called Already On. I'm sorry. I'll shut up now. Anyway, these are the types underneath that haven't been used yet. So I thought, why not see which one fits well as a Eeveelution? That was poor grammar, but well. Anyway, first up is Bug type. Immediate D. Like, Bug is literally the worst type in the game, and why would you want a Bug type Eeveelution unless they buffed Bug type at some point? I don't know, but I mean, what would they even call it? Buggeon? Insecteon? Groceon? Actually, Insecteon sounds pretty good, but the other two suck. Anyway, immediate D tier. Dragon. A lot of people wanted the Dragon type Eeveelution in Gen 6 when they introduced Sylveon, but they never made it, but I think it would look cool. In fact, like, it would just be like a much more like buff, scarier version of Sylveon, I guess, because Sylveon's all like cutesy and like stuff. So they make the Dragon version look even more like sinister, I guess. I don't know if they would do that, but I personally think it's I wouldn't say S tier, I'd say probably A tier. It's a really good Pokemon idea. Just personally, I don't think it needs to be that made immediately. Fighting type? Like, the thought of fighting type sounds cool, but, like, how would it work in an Eeveelution? Like, what would it look like? Would it stand on two legs and become, like, a boxer or something? Or a martial artist? I don't know. Fighting type is, like, the weirdest one. I would say C tier, because at least fighting type's a good type. Not the best, but still good. Flying. Flying would look cool. Like, maybe it would have feathers instead of fur. Maybe, and it would have, like, wings, so it would be like a bird. And also, like, we need more pure flying types, because, like, so far there's, like, I think 3 so far, which is Tornadus, Rookidee, and Corvisquire. And then, like, there are some Pokemon that have, like, primary flying type, like the Noivern line, Corviknight, and Cramorant. We need more pure flying types. So I'll put this one in A tier as well. Ghost. Ghost type seems cool. Like, not like A tier style. I would say B tier. Like, it looks cool, and, like, I remember someone, I don't know why, someone made a joke on the internet saying that to make a ghost type Eeveelution, you just throw a brick at it because it dies. Kind of a dark joke, but they can think of something better, like maybe a Duskstone or something. I don't know. Ground type? I don't know about ground type. Ground type seems a bit odd for a Poke Eeveelution. Maybe they could do something similar to Diglett, I guess, but, like, would it work? Or maybe like Furret. Furret would... No, Furret isn't even a ground type. What am I saying? Maybe, I don't know. Ground type seems a bit odd to put. I'll probably C tier as well. Poison type is a definite S. We need something to counter the fairy types. And a poison type Eeveelution would make sense. And, like, maybe it might be, like, mixed with the toxic waste, kind of like Garboda or something like that. So, like, it's all poison and stuff, but instead of, like, being infected and, like, passing away, it's more so, like, it evolved to be able to withstand the poison. Like, that sounds cool. Anyway, I didn't mean to move my mouse there. Rock, I mean, honestly, rock would probably be better than ground, because rock, at least, you could come up with an idea. Like, maybe it's like a Golem-esque theme, where it becomes, like, a rock dog. I'm still not sure if it's a dog. But, like, it's, like, a rock dog, and it can, like, crush you to pieces. Maybe it could, like, control the, like, maybe similar to Lycanroc, but Lycanroc's a thing, though, so I don't know if they're gonna make a rock-type one. It wouldn't make any sense if on paper, but it can work. Who knows? And finally, Steel type. S tier, and I'm not saying that because Steel is my favorite type, but it's because we need a counter to fairy types. And who wouldn't want to see a robot like Eeveelution? That sounds cool. Like, Do you know how cool it is to see a robotic version of a, like, already beloved Pokemon? Like, everyone wants the armor thing, like Mewtwo in the anime, but Eeveelution that's robotic? That sounds awesome. Anyway, that's my list. Let me know in the comments what you think should be a proper type for the Eeveelutions, and tell me what Eeveelutions you like and don't like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio, everyone.